My name is Nick D, and all my life I've been obsessed with music. By the time I was a teenager, I realised New Zealand had some of the greatest musicians right here in our own backyard. But sadly, the rest of the world doesn't get a chance to hear them. So I'm heading on the road, armed with some of New Zealand's greatest songs, on a mission to get them reworked and covered by artists from every culture and country. This show takes New Zealand music to the world, and it brings the world's music back to New Zealand. This time on Making Tracks, I'm in West Africa, Ghana to be precise, and its capital city, Accra. Ghana is a country that pulses with music, and over the next week I plan to live and breathe it. I'll be meeting Gyedu Blay Ambolley, who some say was the first guy in the world to rap on record. I'll also be meeting up with one of Ghana's biggest hip-hop stars, Reggie Rockstone, who'll be laying down some rhymes over a New Zealand beat. Also on the list, getting down with the locals, dealing with the traffic, and of course, repping New Zealand music in a big way. But the main reason I'm here in Accra is to get a famous New Zealand song reworked Ghanaian style. The Kiwi song I've chosen is Holly Smith and Don McGlashan's Bathe in the River. I'm gonna bathe in the river, gonna hold my head up in the river. This song was a huge hit in New Zealand and spent 22 weeks in the top 10 before going platinum. But I wanted to learn just a little more about it.
Bathe in the River started off as a sketch. It'd be great to write a gospel song which was about diving into life, about wanting to be part of the world of people, and that whatever journey you've been on, it's the people around you, the world, your faith in the world, your faith in our ability to be good to each other, to look after each other, that is going to see you through. I mean, that's the closest thing to a God that I have.
A lot of it to me was also about freedom and kind of also sort of going on that journey with the river, being able to sort of take the knocks and the rough parts, but, you know, eventually you're going to get through it. Realising how much people had taken on that song and how powerful it was to, you know, certain people. And in whatever walk of life or wherever they came from, it was something that people could really relate to, and that was, I think, the beauty of that track.
I've found a musician who will turn this song into something like we've never heard before. Wanlov the Kubolor.
Some of you are doing kokonsa. I hear you bumping your gums. That's kokonsa. Gossiping, that's kokonsa.
He's played around the world, from the US and the UK and all over Europe. Here in Ghana, the people love Wanlov the Kubolor, and he's got a whole lot of love for his own country.
Yeah, Ghana, my favorite thing in Ghana is the big round botos woman. And alansa, which is a special fruit we have here. Those two are the perfect combination.
Woman and food are just two of the subjects celebrated in Wanlov's musical, Cause of Money.
See the way the pure water chill, the way she dey smile safe, I just dey feel. The tables, the napkins be very clean. We one snack safe, no day on the scene.
Cause of Money is the first musical ever made in the Pidgin language, which is spoken widely across Ghana.
So, Pidgin just has borrowed the most interesting words, or strong-sounding words from different languages, Ga, Twi, and the rest, and put them together and blended it with English.
So but she dey watch all day long. Hey, what they happen? Why my password be wrong? I beg, Mr. Bossman, my machine dey fool. Charlie Mesa, what they happen for the everything be cool?
Can you give me a little bit of a Pidgin lesson right now? How would I say, I need to go to the bank to get some money?
I forgot the bank, go come out some money.
Okay, how about, I'd like 2 beers, thanks. 2 of your finest beer.
Charlie, make you give me 2 beers with and they jump, wow.
Kubolor, leader of the BBC, better known as the Billa Boys Company.
Kubolor is a Pidgin word that means wanderer and sums up Wanlov's personality.
Now I go around the world barefooted. I try to avoid winters, but I've even been in winters in Copenhagen barefooted.
Is there a particular reason that you choose to walk barefoot?
It's fun. There's so many different sensations you can get from it.
As a man who's in touch with the earth, I think Wanlov is the perfect guy to cover Holly Smith and Don McGlashan's Bathe in the River. I'm gonna bathe in the river. taken me long to notice that Accra's rivers can't be bathed in. Most have been turned to gutters and are now full of trash and waste. But still, covering Bathe in the River is something Wanlov can't wait to get started on.
When I first heard Holly Smith's song, Bathe in the River, I was like, wow, this is a good song. I really like the way it's arranged, because it feels like it's constantly changing. I was thinking of a way to turn the words into pidgin and also adapt the circumstance of the lyrics to my environment.
I need to let Wanlov get working on the cover. So I'm going to spend the rest of the week discovering this great city. Already I'm loving Accra. And it's 3 million people, they seem pretty cool too. But to get to the heart of it, I'm going to need a guide. This is Yo Boltang, a Ghanaian living in New Zealand. Luckily, I've caught him back here in Ghana visiting his mum. That's not her, by the way. We're catching up at Accra's lively central market.
This is Accra Central. This is the heart of the city. This is the seat of the government in Ghana. It's cool, it's crazy at the same time. Everything is happening. Yeah. You see all the people on the street. Everything you can think about to buy in the supermarket is right here.
All right, as you know, Yo, we've only just arrived in Accra, and the first thing I'm getting is all these people going at me.
Yeah, it's okay, because they don't know your name and they want to talk to you.
Okay. How do I say hey, bro, here?
You say Charlie.
So Charlie?
Charlie, yeah.
Yeah, Charlie.
Charlie, man.
Big
Charlie.
up. Thanks, bro.
Medasi.
Medasi?
Medasi.
Medasi Charlie.
Yeah, Medasi.
Medasi.
Yeah.
Don't do the bad thing, brother, mother, father, sister.
Ghana has one of the most vibrant music scenes in all of Africa. Some even say that the first commercially recorded rap came from here. I'm on my way to meet the man that was that rapper. A cool dude called Gyedu Blay Ambolley. But first of all, I gotta find his place. One other thing about Ghana, no street numbers. After being lost for hours, I'm a bit tired. I think I might just have a little nap.
No scribe. Nick.
This is Gyedu Blay Ambolley, an absolute legend of African music. Super Slick Gyedu began performing in the 1960s, when West Africa was swinging to the style known as high life. A style born here in Ghana and characterized by its sweet guitar and jazzy horns. And it's all underpinned by this, the high life rhythm.
This is the kind of rhythm that at any time is played, irrespective of where you are. Something will move you.
It was when Gyedu started rapping over that high life rhythm that he found himself with a monster hit, Simi Gyedu, as performed for us here with some neighborhood kids. The rap on Simi Gyedu is widely credited with being the first ever laid down on record, long before the birth of hip-hop.
When I released that record back in 1973, there wasn't any rap music anywhere in the world. That was the first rap, and raps kept on following, but I am the tree. Those that came after me are the branches.
After all this local success, Gyedu spent more than 20 years overseas, building a very successful career. Now, he's back in Accra and certainly enjoying the benefits.
When you come back home here too, the women, they're plenty. 5 to 1, 5 women to 1 man. I mean, you go where it's happening.
Obviously, Gyedu's still going strong, even though he's well into his 60s. You're looking still young, you're still on stage, you're still so vibrant. What's your secret?
The body is a temple, is your temple. And if you keep it clean, it'll take you a long way. You want to live long like me? You want to look younger like me? You want to look healthy at me? I've given you the remedy, man.
Gyedu Ambolley, merci. What a guy, and the perfect introduction to the music of Ghana. And so now it's my turn to make my own musical introduction. I've arrived at TV3, Ghana's #1 television station, where I'm booked to go on hit morning show Spotlight on Ghana. Motala Mantari, the host, is already looking cool in the studio while I get my look worked on. It's not about me though, I've got some Kiwi music to share with Ghana.
Yes, we're back. Nick is right here. Tell us about what we just saw.
A great band from New Zealand. They're quite a new band. They're called the Dukes, and it's a track called Self Control. The reason why I chose that video, not only is it a great song, really catchy song, but also Kiwis are very defined by the beach. We have obviously 2 islands, New Zealand, a lot of coastline, and obviously that video shows a little bit of the Kiwi beach. So I thought I'd bring a bit of the Kiwi beach vibes to Ghana.
One thing I've observed about Nick, he speaks very fast.
I get excited, man. And I got a lot to be excited about. After the break, I meet up with one of Ghana's biggest stars, Reggie Rockstone, who'll be rapping on a beat from P Money. And we'll get closer to hearing a Ghanaian version of Holly Smith's Bathe in the River. I've been in Accra, Ghana, a few days now on my quest to get hit New Zealand song Bathe in the River reworked by one of Ghana's most famous exports, Wanlov the Kubolor.
African man, tropical weather. First gentleman, he feels say he better. You better stop the libby. My heart's no good, go lead to giddy.
Ghana's not exactly like home, but I reckon I'm getting to grips with the local way of doing things. I'm on my way to meet one of Accra's most famous residents, and I'm bringing him a New Zealand beat to rap on.
Go.
Hey.
You're in.
Reggie Rockstone.
Hey, what's
up? How
you
doing, man?
I'm good, bro.
Good to finally be here.
Finally be here.
Reggie is the most recognizable music star here in Ghana, the godfather of hip life. The sound you'll hear blasting out on the streets and in the clubs all over West Africa. Although raised in Ghana, Reggie was brought up all over the world. And it's this international upbringing that's given him a musical style like no other.
I was born in England, and I grew up in Ghana, still growing up in Ghana. And I also live in America, you know, so I have all 3, but the head of the triangle comes down to Mark.
I only came to shoot the gift. Reggie Rockstone, so proactive.
When hip-hop exploded in New York in the late 80s, Reggie was right in the thick of it. And it certainly had an impact on the young MC.
NYC, the Rotten Apple. I was right there when Nas dropped Illmatic, but I was also there when Biz Markie and Big Daddy Kane and them was up. I came up with Public Enemy and them, you know what I mean? Don't let this pretty face fool you. I'm 46, my brother.
On a trip back to Ghana in 1994, Reggie noticed the musical landscape had changed.
When I came home, the Ghanaian youth was listening to hip-hop. They knew Busta Rhymes music, they knew Nas music, and you would see Wu-Tang emblems on the walls. And so for me, it was just mind-boggling, man. And so I said, look, man, if I'm gonna stay here, I need to find a way to teach what it is that I know.
Reggie's solution? Dropping rhymes in his native tongue of Twi, the language of the Ashanti tribe.
And so when I started rapping in Twi, I was like the hero because one, when I spoke, I sounded like the people they looked up to on MTV and whatnot. But yet, when I rapped, it was in a dialect that they understood.
The experiment was a success, and Reggie became a superstar, fronting a new movement that he dubbed Hip Life.
So I took the life from high life and took the hip from hip-hop and called it Hip Life.
Hip Life's popularity soared throughout Africa and across the world, and American artists were soon coming to Ghana for collaborations, from Beanie Man to the Fugees' Wyclef Jean.
Now I'm 1 in a million, and I'm making a million. By the time I'm 50, I'm trying to make $1 billion.
Wyclef and Reggie's We Glad spawned not only a hit song, but a video too, all in 24 hours.
Wyclef said to me, he said, this is the first time I ever done this. Record the song, shoot the video on the same day. And the reason why is I said to Clef, I said, when you leave, I don't know where I'm gonna get you in Brooklyn, no damn place. So let's get it done. And he did it.
If he can work with Wycliffe and Beanie Man, I figure it would be great for Reggie to do a Kiwi collaboration as well. I bought him P-Money's Say Yeah to have a crack at. And of course, Reggie Rockstone only needs one take.
P-Money. We call money Sika. Medium of exchange. Reggie Rockstone. Can't bargain. Man in command and one against you stiffing like a mannequin. You're panicking, it's him again. This is on you, check this out, y'all. MSN I'm a casa way of which K. If I'm betting your mind, to say, I saw money to make my sauce to me display. My quam, could come and be, I'm a surrender. Way, my team, when we see your way, when you see you. My calm, come and I'm a kind today. We did a last show, shop, no time to play. Press that, y'all stop. Maybe I'm going to find it. Bring it in, but I could be no P-Money, that's all the money. Get subtitles on this one. say yeah.
Alright, I'm finally getting a taste of the hip life side of Accra. Reggie even got his driver to give me a lift to my next stop. What a dude. My next destination is the infamous seaside spot, Labadi Beach. Sunday is party day here in Accra, so I've come to check out how the locals get down.
In front the club like a big star. In a Louis Vuitton and me G-Star. Hide your wife, your daughters and your sisters.
It's like a circus here with all kinds of madness going down. But the real attraction is the dancing. Ghanaians are pretty serious when it comes to busting moves. Whether you just want to whine with a loved one, or maybe you prefer the team dance dynamic, there's something here for everybody. It's even the perfect place to bring your own new moves. Who knows? You could start a new craze. I don't want to leave, but I have to. Because very soon, I'm going to hear pigeon musician Wanlov the Kubolor perform his own unique version of Kiwi hit, Bathe in the River. And we'll get to see what the original artists think of this new version. I've been in Ghana for almost a week now. I've met some of the most famous and influential musicians, and generally, everything's been cool, Charlie, cool. During this week, Holly Smith and Don McGlashan's Bathe in the River has been worked on by seminal Ghanaian artist Wanlov the Kubolor. I can't wait to see what he's come up with.
I hear you bumping your gums, that's gossiping, 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 that's
I'm on my way to hear Wanlov's cover, but the traffic in Accra is amongst the worst in the world. And it's not hard to get stuck in it for hours. But it's a great chance for me to catch up with my household shopping.
Excuse me, these guys don't like to shop. I love to shop. I'm looking for a teal tie and some jousting sticks. I look a little bit Liberace. I'm not feeling it. Have you got any massive root vegetables? Like a giant one. Medor, giant root vegetable. Mepe DVD? Yeah. Mino abaka to the Wiggles. Yeah, steering wheels. It's a good product.
Right, so that's what I like to call very successful. I've got a brand new kettle from Mum, some shears and a trowel for Uncle Derek. Plus, of course, I got my giant root vegetables and some yummy onions to make that soup. And you know what? I even got a little shell with my name on it. Shopping in Ghana, it's amazing. The most important thing I need to pick up before I leave Ghana, though, is Wanlov's cover version of Bathe in the River. But with so many of the local rivers hopelessly polluted, Wanlov has found a fresh lyrical take on this New Zealand hit.
I was thinking of a way to turn the words into pidgin and also adapt the circumstance of the lyrics to my environment. So this actually used to be a river. And most of the rivers in Accra now have been concretized, as you can see, and they look like gutters now, but it's a river. I was like, okay, I don't want to make it too negative, but the thing about high life music or Pan Logo is because of the tempo, even if the lyrics are not as hopeful, the feeling is hopeful. Doing this cover gave me the opportunity to talk about the rivers here. I want to go and bathe in the river. I want to hold my head up in the river, but it's not there anymore because the river is full of trash the river is now a gutter.
And now Wanlov the Kubolor and his band with Bathe in the River.
I won't go above. The way that we they swim for the river, that's one of friends. After then we they fetch water, they go cook, then we they chop better. But something happened, plastic come, rivers turn into drastic dumps, sewage and electronic waste. Sweet river, kai toxic taste. I won't go off. I won't hold my head up. But he no day anymore, 'cause the river is full of baller. It tend to gutter. River Volte, River Densu, very nasty. Oh, wanna reverse. I dey wonder how we go survive. I say I won't go back for the river. I won't hold my head up for the river. But he no dey anymore 'cause the river be full of
amazing.
Oh, it doesn't get any better than that. That's fantastic.
I just love obviously the sentiment again, just being able to transfer that idea and to be able to bring in obviously their environmental kind of issue. It's stunning, it's absolutely amazing. I love it.
Thank you so much, and run with it, you know, make it yours.
I won't go off.
Hey, Peppa!
New Zealand on air. Medasi Chale.